Alrighty then, my royal chums, it is I, Daniel. You may call me the pop culture dude, and not too long ago, I just made a Sonic Movie 2 video relating to an on-set photo that reveals an ice cream truck that might involve a car chase gunfire scene, and you should check out that video for those who have not catched up with it. But I also realized something, that there are a little bit more details about that scene, and there is more photos, but for right now, I just want to go to the Clapperboard, because that's what you click for the title and for the thumbnail as well. But anyway, thanks to Kitsui once again, who is very reliable for every Sonic movie sequel piece of media up to date, including the on-set photos, we actually get to see our first glimpse of the Clapperboard, and it definitely shows that yes, director Jeff Fowler will obviously direct the sequel, as it's already been confirmed. It shows Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is the official title of the sequel. But this is pretty interesting. We got ourselves a brand new cinematographer named Brandon Trost. And if you're wondering, wait a minute, didn't Stephen F. Wedden, who did the cinematography for the first Sonic movie, who also did a bunch of camera work for a bunch of the Fast and the Furious sequels, that's ironic because they're being produced by the same producers of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, so I kind of get the connection. But there could be a possible reason why Stephen F. Wedden did not return to do the cinematography, just because, thanks to Kitsui for giving me the source, it's the fact that he's busy working on the movie with the Russo brothers. Yes, the same Russo brothers who brought you Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, so I assume that he's pretty much busy doing his cinematography work on that production instead. But for this new cinematographer, Brandon Trost, when I decided to check on his IMDb filmography, it turns out that he's filmed a bunch of movies featuring Seth Rogen, but also for his upcoming projects is the Dear Evan Hansen movie, which is coming this September, and then next year you're going to get the Sesame Street movie that he also did camera work for. But now, since they got a new cinematographer, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely interested for what this guy is going to shot by the camera angles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Even this Twitter account called Canadagraphs, I get it, because they are filming in Vancouver, Canada. They even posted, best thing I shot at the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 set tonight was the Clapperboard. They even went to like specific details of what happens on set. Literally the most interesting thing I shot at the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 set tonight. Maybe there was some better to shoot from a different angle? The set was massive, covering 5 city blocks, and all I saw was a truck driving with a camera attached to the front from where I was. I mean, they did say they are going to film a car chase scene, so it definitely makes sense from depending on the angle for the camera is leaning to be shot of. But speaking of more on-set photos, I'm definitely going to show you for what is left besides the ice cream truck that they are filming in Vancouver. Setting for tonight's shoot for Sonic Movie 2 in Vancouver downtown with Jim Carrey and James Marsden. As we look at the on-set photo, we definitely see some crew members wearing some pandemic masks, because, you know, they're filming the sequel and pandemic. We see the exact same ice cream truck that we saw from the last on-set video, but also we get to see a license plate that is from Washington, so that's a good connection. But I still don't see Jim Carrey, I still don't see James Marsden, so I'm assuming that they're setting up for their scene, so we definitely know that this will be a scene that will feature Tom and Robotnik, and if you remember from my last video, I'm assuming that's where Robotnik is going to track Sonic and Tom, and possibly Tails too, during the car chasing gunfire action sequence. And speaking of the ice cream truck, I remember there was this one user named Tropical Zone CR who eventually decided to make a joke by saying, wouldn't it be funny if this shows up on the ice cream truck where Tom and Maddie buying this ice cream from Sonic? I mean, you're not kidding, right? Because that would actually be pretty funny if they actually acknowledged the Sonic Gumball Eye Popsicle. I mean, even the voice of Sonic himself, Ben Schwartz, eventually just made a joke about him holding the popsicle himself. So if that's an Easter egg in the sequel, that'll definitely be pretty quirky. But speaking of the on-set photos about the road being blocked and the ice cream truck and the car chase scene, we definitely got some interesting filming details specifically from Tails' channel once again as we go over on this article. Photographer at Lightbox Gallery learned that the Sonic movie crew is planning to film a scene featuring a car chasing gunfire for this Thursday and Friday night. The filming location was disclosed to be around West Hastings and Hornaby Street. Through another source reportedly said that the crew will be filming around the city block of West Cordova Street and West Hastings Street from north to south to Burrard Street and Hill Street from west to east. A luxury hotel even got a front row seat to all of the action that will unfold tonight and tomorrow. They even have this Twitter user account that says, right outside of our front door, setting up and getting ready to shoot tonight, Sonic Movie 2 with Jim Carrey and James Marsden downtown Vancouver. Okay, pretty interesting that they're definitely going to film this from last Thursday night and even this Friday night too, but I want to take a deep closer look at these photos, shall we? Okay, from this point of view, we definitely see the ice cream truck open, but look at that, we definitely see a hot dog stand, or should I say, a chili dog stand, since you know Sonic tried chili dogs from the first movie, since that is now considered to be his favorite food. So who knows, are we going to see Tom and Maddie stroll around with Sonic to eat some chili dogs? That'll be pretty cool. And we definitely see more of what's in the back's perspective behind the hot dog cart and the ice cream truck. Still don't see James Marsden or Jim Carrey on set, but they said they are expected to arrive in the production, so I'm hoping to get to see on-set photos of the actors, because that would be pretty gravy if they do. Even yesterday during daylight, they literally just blocked the road so they could film the exact same scenes that they shoot for Vancouver as a stand-in for San Francisco. If you think I'm over-exaggerating, here are the details from Tails channel. Eagle Eye fans may have noticed that the intersection of West Hastings and Hornaby was approximately the same filming spot for the original Sonic movie. As we reported in 2018, the streets were concerned off to film various scenes, with Vancouver acting as a stand-in for San Francisco. See? Told ya. Don't believe me? You definitely see the on-set photos literally down here. These are the exact same photos that has been shot from the first movie. From the police car to the director's chair to even the drone shots where basically Robotnik chased Sonic down the street, and eventually that discarded the whole chase scene that happens in the final act of the first film. So definitely this is a familiar location that we've already seen from the first movie, but there's definitely going to be some more additions. Like this time it's a car chase scene with gunfire, with an ice cream truck, and even a hot dog stand, and expecting with James Marsden to reprise his role as Tom Wachowski and Jim Carrey to play Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman, the sequel. So that's definitely what we're going to expect for what's going to happen for that scene that's going to be filmed today, since it's only going to take like 2 nights or 2 days in a row just to film those scenes. But anyway, that's it for today's video, so I'm glad you guys get to stick with me for more Sonic movie sequel content. If you are new to the channel, I will totally appreciate if you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell for future content uploads. Anyway, that's it for today's video, so take care now. Bye bye then.